don't compare yourself with others because everyone has their own journey.
So how did you select the questions to practice?
Kartik sir was my mentor there, and he was an amazing teacher.
Hi, Harshita.
Hello.
This is Hardik, and I lead the marketing channel across all the coding blocks verticals here, and I've been working for the last 2 years. It's great to have you here for this very much awaited success interview. And at all, first, I would like to tell the audience more about you. So, I believe you have worked with DRDO as well as a research intern, I would say, and you have got an offer from Microsoft as well for the 23 season. You will be interning there too, right?
Yes.
Great, great. And as far as I'm aware about this, you are a 24 batch student. You will be graduating in 24, and you're
Yes.
currently studying at IIG, right?
Yes.
Great then, great. So, I mean, like, let's begin with this great success interview, Harshita. So, can you please tell us more about like when did you start your coding journey, and what was the reason behind to accomplish such a big goal, I would say.
Okay, so when I started my BTech journey, like I don't have any prior experience of C++ or coding. Like in school, I didn't have like any subject of C++. So for me, it was like starting from zero. But like in first year, I didn't do anything in coding. Like I spent my first year exploring things. I explored about this, what is coding, like what is this industry is all about, and what are the different technologies are here. And also in like first year I did some like basic Python courses and some Google Cloud programs and all. So I didn't started like a very hardcore journey of C++ or coding in first year. Like in second year, after like maybe I guess after October I started my C++ journey. It was like pretty late, but yeah, when I got to know that internship season is coming, and I rushed to taking a coding blocks course to like started doing my problems. So yeah, I started my journey like in second year. But I would like suggest students to take some time in like first year, take some time in exploring things first and start doing coding. Don't start immediately after you know joining your college. um, and then start doing things consistently.
So you basically recommend the students to take their time, right, in the very first year to explore
Yeah.
all the aspects in which they can go, right?
Yes,
Great,
sure.
great, great. So, how did you keep yourself motivated all the time, with all your friends being there with you? I'm very much sure that majority of the times they would have been going outside, but I believe there's a lot of requirement of a very hard work and determination for getting such a big company. So, how
Yeah.
did you keep yourself motivated?
Okay, so like being in a college of like IGDTW, there is like so much about coding. There's so much tech. People are like so much into coding from like first year, and I started a bit late. But then it's all about how you take yourself motivated throughout your journey. I actually think that do your like be very consistent with your coding. Like do your questions regularly, don't skip your days, and also don't compete with others, don't compare yourself with others because everyone has their own journey of doing things and doing their problems. So be your own competitor. Like if I'm doing 2 questions today, then mark your goal that I'll do 4 questions tomorrow. So in this way I didn't compare myself to others as well. And also my friends also helped me. Like we when we sat each other, we talked to each other about how many questions are there, we discuss problems. So this is how we do it. And also don't take things too anxious, like if you are not getting selected or anything, because apart from hard work as well, luck plays a very great role in being selected or being rejected. So whatever will come in your way, it will find you. But only the thing that you can do is to just be consistent with your journey and be very chill with whatever you're doing. Don't take things too stressed out and everything.
Right, right, right. Great. So, coming on to the next question, I would say, so what should be the ideal or let's say a perfect strategy for the DSA preparation?
A perfect strategy. I don't think so. There is any like perfect formula for DSA or anything, but I would say like first of all, like when you are just started, just give some time for the basic fundamentals of C++ and like fundamentals and uh, because I remember about my like my time that when I started, I being like very confused about why I'm taking recursion in this, why I'm taking loop in this. So you should know about why of where you are putting your code. And also I would say that just be very consistent about the coding and fundamentals पहले clear हो जाए, and then start doing questions regular about the topic. Like if you have done with your concept, start doing your questions, practice as much problems as you can, and then I think this is all you can do for
Okay, so
DSA.
was there any specific reason you chose C++ instead of Java?
There was not like specific reason, but like when I just started doing C++, and then I got to know
Okay,
about
so
like
it
C++
was like
is,
you had a attempt at C++ and it went
yeah.
with the flow later on, right?
Yes. There
Great,
was no
great, great.
like I didn't compare C++, Java.
Okay,
I just started with C++.
okay, cool. So how did you select the questions to practice, Harshita? I mean, like what used to be your planning for selecting the questions to prepare?
See, when I was like in April, I got to know that I'm being into Microsoft Engage program. So my whole idea was to focus in like this particular company. So my DSA prep was started like when I started doing like basic questions I've done, but then after solving questions, I first aimed at like Microsoft previous year questions. I made a sheet of like maybe 300 questions, and then I started solving the sheet. It contained like it ranges from like easy to medium only. Like if you are prepping for like internships, then I think easy to medium questions would be enough, like more than enough. So in this way, and I just used like lead code and then hacker rank, GFG, and
Okay.
then I also did like coding blocks assignments as well, and this is how I done it.
Okay, so you used to shortlist the questions on their difficulty level,
Yeah.
and I believe you also researched what were the questions which were asked at Microsoft earlier,
Yeah.
right? So I believe, I mean, like you had this goal in your mind that Microsoft should be one of my top most prioritized company where I should be working, right?
Yeah, because like in April I got to know that I'm being into this program. So my whole idea was to just to crack this company first. So I made a sheet of like 300 questions in which there were like some of the popular questions asked by company, and then there was some Microsoft questions as well. So this is how I solved it, and then there was easy to medium range only.
Okay. And I mean, like, furthermore, what do you think are the most important topics for all these technical interviews? I believe आपने तो बहुत सारे technical interviews दिए होंगे.
Yeah. I guess like I don't have any experience of placement because I'm still in third year, but like for internship particularly, I would say that there were no you just focus on your easy to medium range, as I said before, and also the topics, I would say focus more on this complexity questions as well, because in OA as well, uh, and in interviews as well, companies often ask complexity questions. And in Microsoft as well, in my both OA, there were like 2 to 3 questions based on only complexity, space and time complexity. So focus more on these fundamental concepts, and then there's linked list, trees, graphs. So only these questions, like you can use tags on like lead code and can solve these questions. Can range from like easy to medium only. So yeah.
Okay, cool. So, was there any weightage of competitive programming in your interview as well?
Competitive programming. Okay, so competitive programming is not like very essential to do, but like I didn't do that much of competitive programming, but I would say that it helps a lot, I guess, because in OA online test as well, competitive programming can be very beneficiary for you, and also in interviews as well, because it is a great practice for you, and also like gives you a great logic and all. I also started competitive programming now as well for my placements. So competitive programming is like plays a very important role in for you, because you start solving the problem very quick then. So yeah, competitive programming is a great way to do your journey. I would also recommend myself to do competitive programming for my placements.
This is something, a recommendation which you would have given to you if you
Yes.
were a second year student or a first year student back then, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Great, great, great. So, I mean, like that's it. I would say with the questions, Harshita, it was a very great session with you. Secondly, I would like to ask this one more thing. Have you ever been to Microsoft Office lately?
I've been into Gurgaon for one session that we had for like my Microsoft Azure session. So I've
Okay,
been to Gurgaon, but like Gurgaon is like a business office or something, so we don't intern there.
okay. So
So till
you're
now,
supposed to be going to the Noida office, probably.
we didn't get locations yet, but it may be Noida, Hyderabad, or Bangalore.
Okay, okay. So, are you familiar with the work culture? I mean, like, you haven't been to the office yet, but by any chance, if you are familiar with the work culture there at Microsoft, it would be great, like, if you can share your experience.
I just asked my seniors about like what is the work culture in Microsoft and everything, but like they only told me that it is like very cool to work in Microsoft because they actually prioritize employees,
The
life,
work-life balance, right?
work life balance is there. And this is why I want to go in Microsoft, because I feel like this company values a work life balance, and also um, like a great campus.
Okay, okay. So, in the end, one last thing, Harshita, like you have been
Yeah.
into your dream company, you have got your position. All in all, how was your overall experience with coding blocks, the batch, like on a scale of 1 to 10, if I can get the rating from you? So, how was your overall experience all in all?
I would say, to be very honest, till now I give like 100% credit to Coding Blocks course, because like before like joining Coding Blocks, I was like very confused. Should I invest my money into this or not? Because you heard like a very mixed reviews of these courses. But then when I joined it, I found it very helpful, because like Kartik sir was my mentor there, and he was an like amazing teacher. Like the basics were cleared. I was very confused in coding, like why this is happening, why I'm doing this. But then the concepts, the fundamentals were cleared when I joined it. And then we used to do daily, like so many problems and then assignments. Then I used to have doubts. I used to ask him. So for me, it actually helped a lot. It's 10 on 10 for sure.
So, all in all, it was like a all worthwhile
It
thing.
is all worth it.
Okay, great. A very nice session with you, Harshita. I believe you achieve all the aspects which you have dreamed about. And I just hope we meet in person anytime at the center again. So yeah,
Thank you
that's it
so
from
much.
my
Thank you
side.
so much.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.